Hey guys, today we're doing the final trial of the first Ace Attorney game. It was added to the remake, the DS remake of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and it uses the touchscreen and microphone features. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Nah, she's not playable until the third game. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. You know, she died because she, defended League of Legends. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. Maybe she's talking about, Gregory Edgeworth. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. I want to see the To Kill a Mockingbird trial done in Ace Attorney. Would that be in poor taste? It's a fictional trial. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. And all the other defense attorneys, they lose because, you're the only one who apparently knows how to argue against surprise evidence. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? I really like this design. Like, it's just... Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Yeah. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Interesting. So that's... Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Child labor. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. I imagine in, like, the Japanese, it was like, I'm a 3rd year student or something. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. Ah, she must not have heard the news. How could you have heard the news about Phoenix Wright in the Edgeworth trial and not heard that his mentor died? I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her. When she gets like what? In jail? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Legally, you are. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. And I don't want to hear any comments about the age of consent in Japan, okay? Otherwise, you're going the right way for a smack bottom. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Science. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Are you telling me that until now, the Ace Attorney legal system hasn't been using forensics in their cases? They've just been going on a whim? Now come, we found a pool of blood. Gross. Mop it up. Now, on to my hunch. We'll draw chalk around the body, that way we'll know where it was. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want her raised this year? Understood, ma'am. Oh no, salary cutting noises. Whoa, what was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come. Perhaps my memory is failing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. What sucks is I have no way of knowing if, okay, it should be good. I just can't hear myself right now. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like the Faye sisters. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. Yeah, stabbing will do that to you. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? You killed a police officer. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They'll use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. So she's Edgeworth's boss? I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Haha? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. Well, maybe if you can tell us why you killed him, we can get you a reduced sentence, or at least a plea bargain. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was audited in the class. Interesting. Wouldn't Phoenix have run into Edgeworth in law school? Then again, he did move away when he was, like, a child, so... She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Ah, so it was like... So it's like Phoenix's relationship with Edgeworth. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Sure. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Wonder if face guy is a thing. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. Everyone has a right to a trial, even baby Moses. But Lana... Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean your request for my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. there's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed to your partner? Partner? That's not... Whoa! What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. That's Italian. Spaghetti Western. Folks gotta learn to keep them dodgies tied down, partner. He's the murderer. He's the killer. Mr. Marshall. Marshall. Looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, bambina. I look how you feel. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike. Psycho man, this is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. What is that evidence? Manifest destiny? If you're fixing to mess with the towers, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You wanna? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, bambina. Does that joke work in Japanese? I really want to know how that they did that joke and what that guy is like in the Japanese version. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? You can't just... That's Spanish. Kinda, sort of, yeah. He's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. You know, maybe the joke would be funnier in Japan, because it's Japan. Like, listen, I can imagine what Lana would probably have been like in the Japanese version. Instead of having a southern USA accent, she has a southern Japanese accent. He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West. Oh. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm heading over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hasty stuffed into pocket. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully, on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. We should check it out with a press of enter. Interesting. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID, not reading that. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. They don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. I wonder if I can examine my attorney's badge. Whoa, that's so cool. So that's what the pin looks like. I would have thought it was like a... Like, why is it a... Oh, it's like... You screw it on. See, this is a badge. It looks more like a cufflink, doesn't it? And this badge proves that I'm E-J. Why E and J to zoom in and out? That's so far apart. Yeah, whatever. Now you can rotate a badge in your mind. That's cool. I hope that's in the other games. Ladder. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. No, Phoenix, that's a ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Step ladders are smaller. That's just a regular-ass ladder. Oh, no, wait, no, I see it. It folds. A step ladder, like you slide it out to extend it. I mean, that's a regular ladder. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. No clues here. No clues here. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, be a little more whimsical. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? I just love Phoenix Wright's dry, wet, and cynicism. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the brand makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ha! Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? It was Albert Einstein. He was German. Oh, I can slide. More evidence. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hot and confused. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this is our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vitals anyway. Vitals? Vitals? Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up Vitals Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Oh, does that mean he smokes some serious weed? In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. So, for the time being, I can't collect any evidence on the other side of this room. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Oh, a different... She's the killer. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here. Here? This is a crime scene. And it looks like she sells jelly-filled donuts. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh my god, pizza! Thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off-limit to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, I might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets. Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I don't know what voice I'm doing. Whatever. Yep, she's the killer. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. She's the killer. She's the killer. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Yeah, see? It's always the witness. It's always the witness. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Listen, this badge proves... No, wait. It proves that I'm a lawyer. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Listen to me. Somehow I knew yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday's special for some reason. Valentine's Day. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? The prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce! Talking about Von Karma? So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. What a sad event that must be. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Just... Yeah. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Prosecutors killed my grandma, okay? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Why do you? Most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. I don't... To seal on a sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. That was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. Well, then she has the perfect motive to frame Lana Sky. She hates prosecutors. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Now, wait, Far East. Oh, okay, so that's how they did it. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Yeah, like some traditional American hamburgers. Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Trilobites. Oh boy. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell, lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? Yes, he's a Trilobite. See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess our lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. You gotta play in the space, Phoenix, right? You're not playing in the space. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. She's the murderer. This is Edgeworth's office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. It's him. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder. A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What's of it? What? Your car? And what a wonderful car it is. I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Oh, unfortunate. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. Wouldn't a sword make more sense? Like, shield would make sense for, like, a defense attorney. What? So that K, that stands for king. Wow, great detective work, guys. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. I wonder if I can rotate. I can. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. You can visit him in jail. When she says it, his name does have a kind of a ring to it. Oh my god, Phoenix forgot who he was. What's more insulting than that? Like, Von Karma gets released from prison and is like, Phoenix Wright, I have come for my revenge. And Phoenix is like, I don't even know who you are. Gonna have to... What does that read? A name and ID number are written here. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They are the reason we have a written language in the first place. Yabba dabba doo. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dab. Exactly my point. What? I can't check the back? I'm gonna inspect my badge one more time. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. That reminds me, I need to get the, please turn in your badge achievement. You get it, you can get it in the first trial. I gotta get that achievement. Do it, before I start the next game. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. Ah, like Edgeworth. And check out that poor pawn. His head kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Poor pawn. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Why would a pawn have spiky... Edgeworth, you got issues. My. What an interesting bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Wendy Oldbag. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of this foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy. Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? Ugh! I don't think so. Oh, Edgeworth's got a sugar mommy. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't! He'll sue you. Ugh. Yeah. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone to get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. I hope at some point they remake the Ace Attorney Investigations game with Miles Edgeworth, Dick Gumshoe, and Kay, the ninja thief. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Los Angeles. The heart of United States of America. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time it will impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Did you know that defenestration means to throw someone out of a window? Auto-defenestration means to throw yourself out of a window. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and his little creases from in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Let's talk to Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Ugh. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, erasing false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. Well, that wasn't your car. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. That must be why being a prosecutor is such a lucrative business. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield. There's gotta be a story behind that one. Oh, it's bronze. I love the Bronze Age bronze stuff. Like the bronze artifacts from ancient China. Long since tarnished. They're green. And you can only speculate of what they might have looked like when they were made. Greenish bronze. From the creators of Metal Mario and Pink Gold Peach comes Green Bronze Luigi. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it, Wright. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. Yeah. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, she confessed. Wait, so you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now remember, you've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait! What did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Shouldn't they get someone else? Haven't they? Wouldn't there be a conflict of interest? Then again, they allow these two guys to lawyer against each other. You? Mr. Edgeworth? So, Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. So, that seems apparent. She is like Edgeworth's Mia. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Why do you have a knife? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? Why does he have a knife? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Why? That does not look like a tool knife. That's like a hunting knife that you take out if you want to go hunting. Or if you're, Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix, not... Can't... Read the room. Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Can't check fingerprints. You can only examine one thing per, evidence. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his week roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. I have to laugh. Now there's a scary thought. Straight woman who are into Edgeworth is so funny. What do you think he's gonna do? Top you? I have to laugh. Oh, yes, I knew it. You can zoom in with the scroll wheel. Thank you, Anime Jesus. Back to the underground parking lot. So it's funny. We got the murder weapon before the actual investigators. Ah, she's gone. I don't know what else there is to do. Oh, I guess I should ask Edgeworth about the victim. Take that. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she dives any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Apparently, in Ace Attorney Investigations, the game where you play as Miles Edgeworth, originally Emma Sky was going to be the main character, but instead they went with Edgeworth because players were more familiar with him. And they even gave him his own little sidekick, similar to Maya, Kay Faraday, Ninja Girl. But, like, they could have done Emma, made her Edgeworth's co-counsel. I mean, maybe she is his co-counsel. Okay. Ron Bum. Can you take a look at this? You, yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. Didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. Is that actually a thing? I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. Steamed tea. Do they roast tea? Like, do they roast tea like they do with coffee beans? Dark roast tea. I'll have a dark roast, tea, please. The only thing I'm smelling here is a wasted time. Do you... Shit, wrong button. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially if a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you are showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Phoenix Wright. Is that a little hot dog on necklace? Hot dog octopus. I have hot dogs. I could make hot dog octopus. Octopus hot dog. Well, an octopus hot dog would be a hot dog made out of octopus meat. A hot dog octopus, that is a hot dog that's cut so it looks like an octopus. I don't know what else I gotta do, huh? He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Well, you know, I gotta appreciate that about Edgeworth. Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about wins tomorrow. I gotta appreciate that about Edgeworth. He's very professional, you know. And he, like, detaches himself from... He detaches his job from his personal life. Oh, that's why he doesn't have a girlfriend or wife, because he's too obsessed with... He's, devoted to his work. Nah, son. He's a homosexual. I don't know what else, Okay, murder weapon. Could you take a look at this? Can't slide, can't do shit. Wait. Don't know what I'm missing. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard's office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Wow. But maybe we should go to the fucking... Whatever. Wait, High Prosecutor's office, but that's Edgeworth's office, so why would... I don't have time for this. Share. See, Emma, that's a ladder. What the heck? Like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Wait, maybe I do have to... Oh, so Lana is here, but I can't talk to her. No prince. This proves I'm a lawyer. Pickle. Pickle? What am I missing? I've done everything! This proves I'm a lawyer. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. But my brother, Chuck McGill... What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Can't be it, huh? What the heck am I missing? What do you know about this guy? Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. God damn it. What the heck? Wait. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is more a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. God damn it. I refuse to look up a tutorial. Checked everything. Yeah. I said even less now that I've taken cases. At least dust off. Oh, what? Emma doesn't have anything to say about this place? Mia's plant Charlie, been taking care of in Maya's absence. Oh! I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Is he saying that out loud? Difficult looking people stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Do you know anything, actually know anything about Law Phoenix? The heck am I missing? Are you sure you didn't? Gah! Maybe if I save... and quit, then go back. Maybe that'll change something. Nope. Gonna have to do a thing. Okay, let me... I thought I heard something. Let me try this. Let me try this. Just gotta... Add gumshoe. Gumshoe. Oh! Oh! No, wait. I already did this. I already did this. Gah! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was hoping I could present information about other people. Ask them about other people. Can I... Dick Gumshoe. Can I just go to the... Can I please go to the police department? Can I please go to the police department? Fuck this game. Okay, now I know what I missed. I had to present the trophy to Edgeworth. I thought I already did that, but I guess I am dum-dum. So basically, you were the best of last year, right? You can dig that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. That's why it's a broken shield, because you're breaking the defense. No wonder he doesn't like it. Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Okay, here it comes. What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about... You should ask him more about yesterday? The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual reveal and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, Wright? I appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Whoa. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just had Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particular orders of your arrangement, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Salary cutting noises. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Ooh. Right. Yes, sir. He caught me off guard. Why is it that the prosecutors decide the wages of the police? That's how it works? The prosecutors control the police department? That's just one of the many things that doesn't make sense about this justice system. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Let's look at this new evidence. Back. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. If my math is correct, that is... Yep, 512. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. That's all that... Okay. To the police department. Is that Columbo? Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. In the Ace Attorney anime, Phoenix rides a bike. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? That's their mascot. They really wanted to flex the graphics on the Nintendo DS. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Propaganda. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. There always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Oh, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. Well, but what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Yeah, you know, like, that is actually a valid thing to suspect in this world. Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Ah, the cops will... Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Listen, Gumshoe, if you're telling us this, you might want to, quit the police force, go into the private sector. Maybe get some protection from the Yakuza. Sorry, because, like, there was this one cop, he, like, threw a whistle on some conspiracy. Had to leave town because the rest of the cops were gunning for them. Then he came back, and he was under protection from the Mafia. The Mafia protected a cop from other cops. Truth is stranger than fiction. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? And that would be fun. I want to see Phoenix Wright either defend or work with a member of the Mafia. Of course, it would be the Yakuza in the Japanese version, but, like, here it would be, I guess, Italian-American mobsters, the Sicilian Mafia. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? The Godfather and Scarface, Lobster and Skittles. I'm digging myself into a hole. Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Ah, so not only did he get a salary cut, he got demoted. Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led to criminal affairs right now. Ah, so it's more like they had to do, like, sorry, pal, we had to make some budget cuts. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. You are more than a rank and file detective. You helped us clear Edgeworth's name. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall. I don't know if I'm giving Gumshoe a New York accent or a Chicago accent. Maybe a mix of both. Maybe he's from both of them places. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Damn, that must suck. Hey, did you know that I'm a real lawyer? Okay, so I guess I have to present... I'll just present everything to him. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. Oh, really? Show me you. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? But Emma does have a ID card. It's right there on her lab coat. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Okay, honestly, cannot argue with that. I should have just called Edgeworth a sham. Because if I did, Edgeworth wouldn't have gotten a pay cut the first time we met. You know, like, Edgeworth, why did you give me an outdated autopsy report? Good point, Edgeworth. I'm cutting your salary in half. I'm docking your pay again. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. I mean, Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. He's like, Harry Dubois from Disco Elysium. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. He's the victim. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in Criminal First? Whoa! Now I remember. Alright, every cop has a partner. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us some more, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, now I got a new... So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. That's not the voice. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Scott called him out there, to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Okay, let's see what else I can present to him. Aw, shoot. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. I can guess what it is. Apparently he's forgotten. Because the prosecutor breaks the defense. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Like, in the anime, when Edgeworth is introduced, we get, like, the scene of him in a trial against some other attorney, and he manages to get the defendant declared guilty. And I think either the attorney... I think it was the attorney. The defense attorney said, I wasn't aware of this evidence. Why wasn't I aware of this evidence? And then Edgeworth says, you shouldn't be asking that. You should be asking why your defense failed their client. And honestly, it's kind of cruel, but Edgeworth does have a point, you know, you need a lawyer, a good lawyer in this world. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. And like, hey, if the prosecutor can use surprise evidence, that means the defense can use surprise evidence, so... yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? wanted to... Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Oh my god, I got it. I think I know what's going on. Someone who has a vendetta against... Someone who has a vendetta against prosecutors, and I'm not naming names, but someone, killed that detective, planted evidence that would have to make it look like Edgeworth did it. Lana Skye, in order to protect Edgeworth, came forward and admitted to the crime. So that way, Edgeworth wouldn't be the prime suspect like last time. That's my theory. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. And do you think it's Lana? Isn't she also your boss? Like, Sorry, Gumshoe, it seems there's no way out of this that doesn't involve you getting another pay cut. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, he did almost get tried for murder twice. Indicted for murder twice. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. Not that he's gay, everyone knows that he's gay. I'm talking about other kinds of rumors. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. I wonder who the public defender in Ace Attorney is. Who's the poor sucker who has to defend everyone that Phoenix Wright can't defend? Oh, he's gone. Can I slide now? Nope. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. No, not again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Why? Why? And that's all I know about that.
I'm not officially on the case, you know.
I am so glad that the Blue Badger was the last thing I asked Gumshoe about.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall.
So we got Detective Gumshoe and Officer Marshall. Detective, and Officer.
He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West Los Angeles.
Curiouser and curiouser. For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Oh, thanks, Gumshoe. Why is that crossed out? I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
That's actually good information. That's good advice. Hey, Columbo. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective.
And then I said, hey, you do that, you super cool, buddy.
That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. It's either Columbo or the 10th Doctor. Anyway. Oh! Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too? What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. First, let me look. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. Oh, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. I imagine $20 is like... It's like great. It's like... Gumshoe's always like, yes, finally. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Nope, okay. Ah, it's just a picture. I can't rotate my Blorbo. Anyway. Take that. No, fuck. Take that. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I'll warn you. Fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? That old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? 'Cause you're a defense attorney.
No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are called. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown.
Manifest. Oh my god, he actually says manifest destiny. God, I hate this man.
Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. I'm not even, I have nothing to add. That's perfect. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore, so he just fucking throws... What? Just fucking throws it up. Fucking eats it. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes, check it out. Add it to the evidence pile. Seriously? Like, what happened to tapping? Oh! This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. I'm 24! Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Like what? This game was made in what, 2001? Phoenix, being a 24-year-old, he'd be a... I guess a millennial. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. God. Nice. Hey, that song. I know that. Steel Samurai Fever.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Ah, oh, sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Scar.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as he picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
This guy is from Texas in the Japanese version. I just know what he's like.
Oh, yeah, I came here from America. Wow, this justice system is fucked up. In my country, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone. Last call made at 5:18. Why don't I have the autopsy report? I guess I'll get that in the trial. What is that? Tape? This rope. Is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. Oh, rope. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. He was killed, stuffed in the trunk, then opened, and that's how they discovered the body, by opening the trunk. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Goodman. You're right. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper of that. Goodman.
So it came from Goodman's office? Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. No, cause... But it's Goodman, so it's like stationary from his office. So it would be more likely that Goodman sent it to the suspect of A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. Yeah, and we all ride bicycles because we're so underpaid. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Yeah, that doesn't happen until 3 games later. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Cannibal! Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Cannibal. This appears to be the body where the car was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. That seems to be it. Victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? I'm not showing him any of my evidence. I want him taking it. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty dovey right there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. After the murder. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This is the autopsy report. Finally got the autopsy. Died within an hour and a half of within. Does that mean he died before or after 4 p.m.? Like when people say, oh, it's an hour past 4, that means it's... When people say it's 5:15, that means it's 5:15. When they say it's 4:45, that means it's 4:45. So, within an hour and a half. Within an hour and a half. So does that mean they died an hour and a half before 4 p.m.? What the hell does that mean? This is like bi-weekly. Doesn't mean... It could either mean twice a week or once every 2 weeks. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Scott and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. In real life, motive isn't actually that important. Actually, it actually kind of is, because, like, there's intent, defense, you know, your lawyer, they can, like, get you a not guilty verdict if they can prove you didn't intend to kill, or if you, many ways to get cleared of murder charges, even if you did actually commit murder. I'm not a lawyer, do not, talk to an actual lawyer. There's plenty of lawyers on YouTube. It's to chief prospector. Don't you mean the prosecutor? But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shooter at high noon. It's high noon. Marshall. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till you 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by, does it, Bambi? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog who can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Oh, yeah. Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Edgeworth just can't catch a break. He doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Well, considering that the cops are on the prosecution's payroll, there might be a conflict of interest there. Don't know why he wasn't kicked out when Edgeworth was on trial. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. Wouldn't Edgeworth be, like, told not to take this trial? There would be a conflict of interest there. Whatever. That's correct, but here's a gold mine of evidence against her. The prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. They were homo life partners. Both of them were gay, but they were also inseparable buddies. Like, Link and his hetero life partner, Sidon. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or well, something's up to something here, but who? You're not actually gonna... Goddammit. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? I mean, that's not a suspicion. Like, arranging like, that's proven. Like, the witnesses actually admit to it. You press them a little bit, and the witness will either admit to the guilt or say, well, yes. Or, like, it'll be like, witness, you left out this crucial information in your testimony, or, like, you didn't share this evidence with us. Why was that? And the witness, like, well, you see, the prosecutor told me to keep quiet about that, because he thought it wasn't important. And then it was like, grrr. And he just never faces any consequences for that. he was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector, Lana Scott. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. But you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? With his gunshots, it's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Her phone. Aw, they have the same ringtone. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? Wait a minute. So that's her phone. Oh, right, because they hit redial, and that was the phone that was called. Phoenix said it was his. Okay. She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in court record. Better keep that a secret until a detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.